This is for you, Kings fans, wherever you may be. All the frustration and disappointment of the past is gone. The 45-year drought is over. The Los Angeles Kings are indeed the kings of the National Hockey League. They are the 2012 Stanley Cup champions.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a live here on Dime Dropper. We are live from Los Angeles, as always, home of the LA Rams, and now one of the best defensive players in the NFL. The Adam Schefter bomb came out today, and I couldn't believe it. Myles Garrett is an LA Ram being traded to the from the Cleveland Browns for Jared Verse. It's going to be tough losing Jared Verse. Obviously, drafted him, saw him become, a Pro Bowl rookie, and we're going to miss Jared Verse. All the best to him in Cleveland. Jared Verse, a 2027 first-round pick that, to be honest, should not be that good, considering we should be one of the best teams in the league next year and hopefully the Super Bowl champs. A 2028 second-round pick and a 2029 third-round pick to the Browns for Myles Garrett. And for those unfamiliar, we are talking about one of the best players in the NFL. One of the best defensive players, just one of the best players in the NFL, 30 years old, two-time Defensive Player of the Year, the current Defensive Player of the Year. So now we have the current Defensive Player of the Year and the MVP on the same team. Of course, that MVP being Matthew Stafford. And this obviously was done because we want to maximize Staff's window. You know what I'm saying? We want to go all in for Staff, give him the best chance to get a second Super Bowl before he retires. I mean, the fact that Staff was able to put together an MVP season at his age last year was incredible. We obviously came so close, losing in the NFC Championship to Seattle. If you guys did not check out my watch party vlog of that game, go check it out. It's on my channel. It has 41,000 views. Never expected that video to get that many views. But this will be season 11 for us in Los Angeles. And for those that don't know, I've only been a Rams fan since we moved back. I did not pick a football team before then because I'm loyal to the soil. I'm LA everything. So when we got the Rams, I went to the very first game against Seattle that we won 9-3 with no touchdowns being scored. Obviously got to see us win a Super Bowl, worked for the team for 1 year after the Super Bowl, and now here we are. And we have Myles Garrett now. Obviously, Aaron Donald, the GOAT, we were able to enjoy him on our defensive line for so many years, and now our D-line is really back. Myles Garrett, defensive end, could also play linebacker, could do a bunch of things. The current Defensive Player of the Year, 5-time first-team All-Pro, 2-time second-team All-Pro, 7-time Pro Bowl, including 6 consecutive appearances. I mean, I cannot believe it. Now, of course, it came at a price. Jared Verse is going to be missed. We're talking about a guy who's, been in the league for 2 years. I don't know. Ramily, let me know in the comment section. Do you think Jared Verse had a better rookie season or sophomore season? It felt like some people thought he didn't take that leap. He did average 3 more sacks per game, from 4.5 sacks per game in 2024 to 7.5 in 2025. I know one of my friends, Lofton, that was on my vlog when I went to the game, was talking about that he needs to do a better job using his hands. He just bull rushes all the time. But, hey, man, I'm wishing him the absolute best. Love Jared Verse. Happy I didn't get his jersey, though, because it would have been short-lived. It would have been a vintage guy. Now, maybe I got to go get myself a Myles Garrett jersey. 60 total tackles this past season, tied for a career high. 43 solo tackles was a career high. 17 assisted tackles, and by far the league leader in sacks at 23 sacks compared to the second, which was Brian Burns of the New York Giants with 16 and a half. 23 sacks is nuts. And now we have a guy that's going to put constant pressure on offensive lines and the QBs on opposing teams. I could not be more over the moon. And, obviously offensively, we were incredible last season. Number 1 in the league in points, number 1 in yards per game. Defensively, we were pretty strong. By the way, 30.5 points per game last season, the league leader as a team. And then defensively, we were top 10 in terms of points allowed, not as high in terms of yards allowed per game. But man, if anything, we know now this is going to help us. Now, did our linebackers, core get weaker? You know what I mean? That's something that I want you to let me know in the comment section below. We still have Nate Landman, who had a fantastic year. Byron Young, who had a phenomenal season as well and is only getting better. UCLA guy, 28 years old. Omar Spates. But the defensive line is what I'm really excited for, man. Braden Fisk now has, we're talking Braden Fisk, Tyler Davis, Kobe Turner, of course, and now Myles Garrett. And I don't even got to talk about the offense. Kyron Williams, Blake Corum, the GOAT, Matthew Stafford. And now, I mean, even though it was a controversial pick, Ty Simpson as our backup quarterback that we got with the 13th pick in the draft this year. And then Puka Nacua, one of the best in the business. And, of course, Devontae Adams. Xavier Smith is still on the roster after his colossal choke in the NFC Championship game. But, hey, man, this is a great time to be a Rams fan, to have Myles Garrett put on a Rams jersey. He gave a very heartfelt thank you to the Cleveland Browns fans and the city of Cleveland, and I want to read that right now. Followed Myles Garrett on all social media platforms already. I am so excited to welcome him to SoFi. And last year I missed half of our regular season games because being an AAU basketball coach, my Sundays a lot of times are filled up with tournaments. So hopefully this year I'll get to watch more games. I did go to the opening game last year against the Houston Texans, and maybe I'll try to get to the opening game again this year. But Myles Garrett is a Ram, ladies and gentlemen. And after seeing Aaron Donald for so long, and I'm not trying to compare the two, obviously different players, different positions, but having seen Aaron Donald for so long and now going to get to see Myles Garrett, I'm just so excited to watch him play on a weekly basis. And here is Myles Garrett's statement to the fans of Cleveland. He writes, "To Cleveland, Northeast Ohio, and every Browns fan, 9 years. It's hard to put into words what that really means when so much of your life has been shaped in one place around one team and with one community behind you. From my very first play, you embraced me, and I wanted to help bring winning back to a city whose loyalty, resilience, and belief never wavered. What I didn't fully understand then was how much this city would shape me. Cleveland made me tougher. You challenged me. You taught me about perseverance, about showing up even when things aren't easy, and what loyalty really looks like. Through the highs, lows, setbacks, injuries, expectations, inclement weather, and difficult seasons, you all kept showing up. I never took that for granted. To the Dog Pound, thank you for embracing my family and I from day one. Thank you for every packed stadium, every moment of belief, every kid wearing my jersey, every message, every criticism, every expectation. I respected that then, and I respect it now. I wish I could have done more for you. To the Haslam family, Andrew Barry, my teammates, coaches, training staff, front office, and everyone inside the building in Berea, thank you. Football is the ultimate team sport, and I'll always be grateful for the brothers I went to battle with and people behind the scenes who pour themselves into this organization every single day. To Northeast Ohio, thank you for allowing me to be part of this community beyond football. Through school visits, foundation work, events, and simply living life here, I saw firsthand the heart of this place. No matter where life or football takes me, this will always be a place I'm proud to call home. What I can say with complete honesty is this: I gave this city everything I had. I suited up and wore those colors with pride, and I don't regret a second of being part of this storied franchise every Sunday, every offseason, every play, every down, every moment. You gave me more in return than I can ever repay. The best days for this franchise are ahead. Thank you for letting me grow here. Thank you for believing in me. Loving you is easy. Leaving you is the hard part. Thank you for 9 unforgettable years. MG95. Wow. Heartfelt words from the newest Ram. You got to love that kind of tribute to his former team. Hopefully, he gives us that tribute when he retires as a Ram after winning a Super Bowl or two. My goodness. And by the way, I forgot to mention, I think the biggest weakness of our defense last season was our secondary. Obviously, we went and addressed that to some degree, or to a large degree, getting Trent McDuffie from the Kansas City Chiefs, a guy that's a 2-time champion, was a first team and second team All-Pro in 2023 and 2024. Wasn't an All-Pro last season, but the fact that we got somebody who was one of the best corners in the NFL, and he's from Westminster, California, so he's a local guy, it's going to obviously help us a ton, I'd assume. And so bringing in Myles Garrett on our defensive line, bringing in Trent McDuffie, I mean, we're going all in. It's back to, fuck them picks. It's back to paying these guys a lot. But you know what? We're going all in for Matt Stafford with this window that he's got with Sean McVay. And and it's another thing. It's not just that it's Matthew Stafford's career coming to an end. It's that we have another chance to win another Super Bowl at home. That's what we cannot forget, is that we won that Super Bowl in 2022 at home, and it was special. And ever since then, we've only built up the fan base. Part of this whole experience is the Rams here in LA have needed to build back the fans. So many people started following football and were born like myself when we didn't have a team. So they started rooting for other teams. Not everybody's going to be loyal to LA like me and not follow a football team in hopes that one day we get a team. That's something that I did. And because of that, my entire high school and grade school life, I would sit out of football discussions. I'd say, oh, I don't give a shit. I just care about basketball, because we didn't have a team. I cared about USC football and Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, but I did not give a fuck. I watched the playoffs, but I didn't give a shit. I could never relate to NFL fans. And when we got a team, it was one of the greatest blessings of my sports fandom. And now that we've been able to have a team for 10 years, and I've witnessed the Super Bowl already, and I've seen us get to the NFC Championship 3 times, I'm spoiled as a Rams fan. Obviously I support the Dodgers, the Kings, and the Clippers. And as a Clipper fan, and if you want to know why I'm a Clipper fan, there's videos on this channel of that. You don't have to look too hard. But I don't feel spoiled at all. And until these last 2 years, I didn't feel spoiled as a Dodger fan at all, because all we would do is make it far and have great regular seasons and then choke. But now, of course, I feel like we're spoiled as Dodger fans, as we're witnessing somewhat of a dynasty. And then as a Rams fan, I definitely feel I'm spoiled. I mean, there are people that have been supporting their teams much longer than me, have not witnessed even one Super Bowl. So I'm thankful that I got to witness one in the first 6 years of my fandom. But also I had to witness growing up without a football team. So do I feel bad for anybody? Fuck no. Cry later and cry now. Les Snead, you are the GOAT. So we got to start giving credit to our general manager, Les Snead. This guy not only built us a Super Bowl team, he got us the big names like Odell Beckham Jr. and Von Miller. And even before that, we had Aqib Talib. And, we were able to and the Matthew Stafford trade. Jared Goff has done great in Detroit, but he made the right move. We've drafted well. I mean, look at what Cooper Kupp became. Look at what Puka Nacua became. Les Snead deserves a ton of credit. And so does Andrew Friedman, for that matter, with the Dodgers. The only difference is there's no salary cap in baseball, and he's been given the world by Guggenheim. But look, man, when you got Rob Pelinka and Lawrence Frank doing basketball, and they make one good move and they negate it with a trash move, it's different when you have Les Snead and Andrew Friedman bringing in everyone. And that's why I say you hate us because you ain't us. Everybody wants to hate LA. You know why? Because everyone wants to come here. Because it's the greatest city in the world, and everybody that's coming for the World Cup in a week is going to find that out right here in this incredible stadium called SoFi Stadium. And if you're ready for the World Cup, this is the place to be. I'm going to be at Game 1, USA Paraguay, and all the Iran games. And I'm going to give vlogs for that and live content for that. So the greatest event in sports is coming right here to the Rams house. No offense, Chargers house, but we were there. We agreed to come to LA first. So it's the Rams house. But no, I mean, I'm not a dickhead. I'm not going to be like those Laker fans and how they treat the Clippers. The Chargers share the stadium. It is what it is. But, man, I'm just so excited. Myles Garrett, baby, the newest Ram. We gotta go all the way this year. It's championship or bust. We're going all in. Gave up picks. Obviously not, I don't have any worry about that pick of next year because it's going to be late first round, assuming that Stafford doesn't get hurt. That's the biggest thing, right? But maybe that's why we got a quarterback, just for insurance, because Stafford is old. Maybe he gets hurt. But I'm ready, man. We look like we have all our boxes checked off. The only thing that worries me is special teams. Are we good enough with Mevis as our kicker? You know what I'm saying? That stuff scares me to some degree. Are we good enough with Mevis as our kicker? Are we good enough with Ethan Evans as our punter? I don't know. That stuff scares me. Have we figured out the kick return situation? Because Xavier Smith, I'm surprised he's even still on the roster. So we'll see how that goes. But Les Snead, you are a GOAT, man. This guy has produced, and the fact that we've been able to rebuild and rebound off that Super Bowl win and that horrible season we had the following year where we didn't make the playoffs when I worked for the team and our whole team got hurt. He deserves a ton of credit. And same for Andrew Friedman for the Dodgers, man. I know we get everyone, but you still got to keep players. You got to retain players. You got to sell them on this. When we had Frank McCourt, and it's probably more about ownership than the GM, but we had Frank McCourt, just being in LA and being the Dodgers didn't mean shit. We were not good. We were fucking ass. We weren't making the playoffs, but Andrew Friedman gets everyone, and so does Les Snead. Shout out to Les Snead. I'm super proud of him, and I'm very thankful for him. And now we got to bring it home. Seattle and us. We know the road is most likely going to go through Seattle, and we got to win this Super Bowl because it's at home. And we're not going to let Seattle celebrate on our home turf. Hell no. And obviously the regular season is going to be big. We'd like to host all the way through here at SoFi. And yeah, before we end the show today, let's just take a look at Myles Garrett's top 100 players video just to get us hyped up, man, because oh my God, it's just going to be a blessing. Obviously, I remember Myles Garrett. My first memory of Myles Garrett was the helmet throw, like when he almost, I don't remember who it was, he almost killed. But last season, Myles Garrett was ranked 8th by his peers, the season before 5th. So he's been voted as a top 10 player in the NFL by his peers for 2 straight seasons and was number 11 in 2022. The guy is a machine. Let's take a look. Myles Garrett on defense, Matthew Stafford on offense, the defensive player of the year, and the MVP on the same team. We are blessed here in La La Land. It's championship or bust. I'm hopefully going to do more Rams content next year, but it is championship or bust. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me. We end it with Myles Garrett's top 100 video.
Really? Oh my God, I've been here since before the game. On to like 20 blimps in the whole world. It's a rare sighting.
What's even more rare is seeing a player of this caliber. A man coming off a very good year.
How about last year, your best plays from last year?
Colts game was fun. Strip sack, I'm there like 25 to 30.
Myles Garrett screaming off the edge. Browns football.
Strip sack in the end zone.
Minshew from his end zone. Here comes Garrett. Football's loose. Myles Garrett is single-handedly taking over this game. Touchdown! Myles Garrett just keeps on coming. They had a tight end to help out on Garrett, and he just got in there so fast. Myles Garrett, devastation here in Indianapolis. This guy's just on a different level.
The block kicked.
I still remember him hopping over our line and blocking the field goal.
He jumped right over the center.
Man.
He went Superman. How athletic is this guy? 285 pounds.
It feels like slow motion. And when you get to that point where it's like the big play is right there, it just needs to be made. And I was like, man, just get the hands up and don't get hit in the face.
Some things in life make sense. That is not one of them.
Be the best in the world, baby. Yes, sir. Let's be the best in the world. He's got a lot of moves in his arsenal. His get off is so elite, just how fast he gets up the ball. He's beating tackles to the spot a lot.
Can't block you, bro.
Not on that one. If you don't bring an extra guy, to chip him or help out with that tackle, it's not going to end up well.
I've been playing Myles since he was a freshman at Texas A&M.
Have some fun, baby.
Me and him, damn near family.
I love that boy. I've known him for a long time. He almost family. I got cookies after that.
I feel like he's the best D in the league. What makes him so special is the way he bends the corner. Like, if you don't have a perfect game against Myles, it's going to be a long game.
Dude, you're good, dog. Appreciate you, baby. You probably know it's my first game in tackle. Hey, good luck.
The 2023 NFL Defensive Player of the Year was hard to handle. And it appears that if he were to play another sport, he'd have really good handles.
Against Cincinnati, where he lined up over the center and he did that little basketball thing he was doing.
He's crossing over like if he's playing basketball out there on the field. And then once they snap it, he does like a Euro step to beat the center to the inside. I'm like, man, you do not see that every day. Like, what type of play is that? It's just crazy.
Who hit you the hardest this year?
Myles Garrett.
How about the toughest guy you've had to chip block?
Myles Garrett.
That's Myles, huh? We keep coming back to Myles.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a freak.
That dude is just a freak.
Freaky guy.
He's like an alien.
I'm trying to be the greatest.
I just don't think there's a player in the NFL better than Myles Garrett.
Respect for you, bro. Hey, my best player in the league, bro.
Myles, I'm naming my son after you next month, just so you know, the dog.
Myles Garrett, welcome to LA, baby. Like, subscribe, and let me know what you think, Ramily, in the comment section. Whose house? Rams house. The World Cup is coming soon.